40th running of the Smiley's Race Products Tulsa Shootout, presented by NOS Energy Drink here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Expo Center.
Yay.
As Caleb Hart says, the racetrack
Let's
that
go.
exists 30 days a year. You're looking at the FK Rod and Speed and Supply Speed
We'll find
Shop
out.
here
Race to
at the
83.
Expo Center in turns 3 and 4. Chili Bowl Gravel and the rest of the gang. You all right, Caleb?
Mute buttons are a problem.
Guys have been working hard the past half hour or so, grooming in the racetrack.
It's a
mentioned.
valuable chance for everybody to kind of take a breath, not
Larson, is
just
there Larson
within the
here?
racetrack. You get the racetrack back
Yeah,
in
it's
shape, but
TV.
your officials get a couple of minutes off their feet, chance to eat something, use the restroom if necessary, and the pits get a chance to settle in for a minute or two. And again, same idea, because you go, like in the case of Gunnar Pio, he had a race every 7 races this morning. So
And you get guys running in all 4 qualifiers who this is going to be their one moment to race and then have a break, because once we get them later, they're back to back to back. I think Kyle Larson was 311, 326, 333 later on today, I believe was the numbers that I saw for him. And he's one of 18 drivers that are in all 4 between winged and non-winged outlaw, winged and non-winged stock.
end of the day is going to go quick for him, as we are into qualifiers right now. So qualifiers before we get to the restricted C and the junior sprint C's and B's coming up. Difference between this is not an elimination race. This is a point scoring race. Top 112 drivers here in the Hyper.
So this isn't an elimination race. Good.
Have already been sorted into these qualifiers. They are now going to add their qualifying score from these races on top of their heat race score. Top 16 are going to lock in after all this is done into the A-main events coming up on Saturday.
Oh, good. I was worried you had to be in the top 2, and then bad things can happen and you're out. But this is a points one, so all the points they've earned so far, and then the points they earned here, and if you're in the top 16 in points, you go to the A main, the main one.
Lewis in row 3. Kyle Larson and Gavin Miller are in row number 4. Randy Wagner Jr. and Pat Wheeler in row number 5.
So you don't have to be in the top 2, but you need to try to move
Row
forward.
number 6. Row 7, Brody Graham and Gary Taylor. 14 cars.
But it won't be
10
desperation, in other words.
Points on the line. It's qualifier number 1.
Good way to look at it. You're going to see the ticker on the top of your screen. The last
It's too
several
exciting to
races we've
NASCAR
seen,
drivers
including
racing
this
big
morning, and then going back to last night as well. You've been kind of looking at the
I
yellow
wonder where Bell
boxes
is.
around the running order
I don't know.
for the transfer cars. You're not going to have that here in these
Maybe
qualifying
you back
races, as
out.
you said, Caleb. They are
Oh,
points scoring
Okay, let's
races,
see.
not elimination races. So
And the point scoring matrix is exactly the same as it was earlier for your heat race action. 100 points to win, plus 5 from every position back that you would get the win from. So 105
Still yellow.
if you win it from second, 110 from third, 115 from fourth, etc. and so on. Each finishing position, so first, second, third, worth 7 points down from there. So second place is worth 93, third is worth 86.
Oh, yeah.
fourth is worth
That one is
77.
pretty good.
You add 5
When it does
points
that
from
Indy,
each
says
position
Indy on the
back
side.
that you get.
Yeah.
So if you go 4,
He's been doing pretty good, I know.
you would have 86 points.
He's doing all the
plus
classes
5
too, I
for a
think.
score of 91.
Or at least he's top 2.
You
I think
lose
that's
a point and a
Boyle.
half
Yeah, I think so.
for
That might be who
position
they're
you
talking
fall
about.
backwards.
Let's see what Larson does.
Qualifier number 1 is on the track in the outside lane. Got an excellent start.
away we go.
Whoa!
That is Jake
that won't
Neal.
count.
However, Gary
One.
Taylor, Ferrell Frameworks house car, ends up backed up into the wall in turn number 1.
Restart.
So GT will roll away. Pulls the tear off. Sails her down the back straightaway. Let's get a second look at it.
Meow.
That
At least he
is
didn't flip.
physical racing back in the field. So Taylor will have to go to
Yeah,
the
it's
back
him.
outside
It's
the back
him.
grill.
How you pronounce it?
And a
B-O-Y-L-E-S.
second
Boyle.
try at the start. Y is on the inside, Nail on the outside. Clinton Boyle's the only guy to go 4 for 4. He won all 4 of his heat races inside the second row here in the Outlaw non-wing.
Talking about him, but the guy next to him, Cannon Posey, the youngster, he was the high point man.
Invert of 4 here in the qualifiers.
It'll take a couple laps to get him
Wins
figured
this
out.
qualifier, he's virtually guaranteed.
I don't think Larson wants to be on the bottom.
We're green.
I don't know, though. to come up with a plan.
Down to the bottom, Boyles and Posey for third. Give it to Boyles for the time being as he's going to try to get to the high side.
There he goes.
Here. And Line Gang trying to sneak his way up and through as they're 3 wide behind him for fourth. Lap number 1, Nail, Wise, and Boyles. And that's Line Gang who's gone around the wrong way.
Yeah, Gavin Miller tried to get a run underneath of it, muscle underneath, and Miller kind of got caught between the berm and Line Gang and ended up climbing the left front. And it sent the 18 of Aiden Line Gang around. So you get a look at the iBox Springs instant replay there. You see it, Miller just catches the berm. It shoots him up in the air and over onto the left front of Aiden Line Gang. And around goes Line Gang. You get another look at it here from our camera up high in turn number 1.
So, yeah, Line Gang kind of made. He had a good line, but it's always a risky line trying to be in the middle going into
Fun
the
to
first
watch.
couple of corners.
Yeah, it is.
Unfortunately, it was Gavin Miller who ends up bouncing around and plunking down on Line Gang and sending him to the back of the pack.
Yeah, Miller had a good run going at that point, or excuse me, I should say still does, and that's going to move him 8th to 5th here in the early going, with Line Gang being the car that went around. So Gavin Miller is now 8th to 5th quickly here in our first qualifier in the opening lap. Jake Nail once again grabbed the lead off the outside of the front row. Then it's Wise, Boyles, Posey, Miller, your top 5, and Kyle Larson
6.
started 7th, now 6th, as we will go single file here. In our
Single
first
file's a little bit better.
Outlaw qualifier.
Because now you can go high or low after the green. You're not stuck.
9 to go, back to green. Restart, there's Boyles up and on the curb. Down and through, Clinton Boyles has got 7.
We'll see him come flying around the outside here.
The top and hunting
hope.
Jake Nail for the lead here in the qualifier.
Yeah, Boyles got a good run on that restart and got aggressive. Got a run underneath Wise now, trying to run down Jake Nail for the lead. Nail going to change lanes in front of Boyles. Hayden Wise trying to creep back up the inside. We got a 3-car battle for the lead in the 1 and 2. Hayden Wise poking her nose to the inside of Nail.
Hayden Wise not done. Rallies back up into second position. Boyles, car adjustment coming through the corner. They wrestle into turn number 1. Here comes Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson up in the 4th. Make it 3rd. He's Larson up around the top to take a spot away from
He'll
Clinton.
get rolling here in a minute.
I don't think Clinton really knows where the beam is running. Trying to get back up there. Larson's there.
No.
They'll go side by side here off the turn number 2. Stay side by side down the
They're
back
fighting.
stretch.
There you go.
He'll out driving, don't worry.
Jump back at him.
No corner given, no mercy
Caution.
shown. Caution on the racetrack at the halfway point.
Oh, what happened? Is that Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh my
He
goodness,
just pushed
Bush.
the car around. Clinton Boyles is
He's
going
just
to
in the
score
mud.
3rd. He was 3,000
Yay,
second
what
ahead of
happened,
Larson
Bush?
the last time by at the line. That's going to be the difference between 3rd and 4th here on this restart. And Kyle Busch now will get it spun around. He'll have to rejoin.
He's up to 4th.
Hey, Boyles and Larson racing hard.
Oh, he's coming.
Broadcast is not running all the classes.
You know, that guy here don't want to let him by because that guy's won all 4 of his races.
No.
Well, remember at the beginning of the week,
You see who's faster than Larson is.
Mentioning him.
Micro, and then he won his heat race. I believe
He
it
has
was
his hands
stopped
full now.
non-wing yesterday morning by a hair over Michael Hubert, and I asked him, I said, you starting
Time
to
to
feel
get
more comfortable?
schooled.
And he said, I'm definitely getting there. So much the same as Clinton Boyles. Not comfortable entering the week, definitely getting more comfortable. I mentioned it, Caleb. I don't think Clinton knew where to be.
We'll see.
Wise got a
You
good
got Larson's
run
blood
underneath
pressure
him.
up now.
He moved to the right, tried to get around him. I think Clinton trying to find a fast way right now.
He's going to go to the top here on the restart. The Indy Race Part 71. Kyle Larson down underneath him. Digging for position. Boyles now trying to track Wise down low. Coming off the corner.
On to it.
Hey, he's fast.
Gotta find ways.
In that battle as well. Top side for Boyles. Bringing Larson with him. Miller might fall as Larson gets down to the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Second.
You gotta wheel it.
To interrupt the momentum of Wise.
Well, you
We're down
gotta
to
race.
3 laps to go in the qualifier.
Gavin Miller trying to join Boyles and Larson moving forward. Remember, Gavin Miller started 8th. 8 to 4 would be a good point run for Gavin Miller. Boyles and Larson, meanwhile, trying to go after Jake Nail for the lead. Nail trying to hang on to it. Now a 2-1 run to his mark here as we work into 3 and 4 coming to the white.
I wonder if Boyles is just timing up one big move, or if he's going to say 4 to 2 is good enough, or 3 to 2 is good enough here. Down the back straightaway does not have a
think that's about what they're gonna
Not
end up.
enough lap.
We're making
Yeah.
Nail coming off the corner. Jake Nail gonna win the qualifier.
It's all right, though. All the way up to third.
Second, Kyle Larson is third.
He gained some good points.
Brody
Yeah.
Graham at the line.
Where's
That's
Bush?
Brody Graham goes
The bottom?
13th to 4th.
Told you.
Big run for Brody Graham.
Fourth worth 77
And who is that
points.
nail?
Plus 9 spots,
I'm
9
curious
times
who it is.
545
Dang, that's a
for
nice race.
a 122-point effort.
Gavin Miller blew up on the final lap, we're told.
Tough for Gavin Miller. And you look at it, second qualifier running down, so point scoring going to be key all the way through this. Speaking of with Kyron Keith and Cameron Keith.
And Larson,
here.
what did he start?
Number
8th?
1, Peyton Purdue and Cale Drake.
Fifth, I think.
Nathan Moore,
10th?
Cole Tinsley, Zach Gorski, Cash
That's where we started. Ended up third.
I think eighth or
Brody
tenth.
Wake and
Not
Ashton
bad.
Ferguson, final row.
Nope,
Here in the
very good,
qualifier.
actually.
Yeah, it is.
You got to figure the final race is like 35 laps.
As we're green
So-
off turn
Very
4.
exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder
Clinton's not
who's
here, but we
nail.
know the rules. We'll stand
Wanna
up for
see his
cousin
name.
Cameron. Aiden Purdue, I believe that is, creeping up the inside row. Working off the fork. Keith tries to cross him over, but the opening lap goes to Aiden Purdue.
Oh, Cameron got the
He got in too
tires
hot.
into Purdue, kept it going, but the yellow lights are out, and Cameron Key going to go to the back.
Or he started 7th, finished 3rd.
in a
Seven?
spin-out wreck that is familiar
Still.
to us
It's moving up. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Had it.
here at the Tulsa Shootout. Two guys going for the bottom groove into turn number 1, and this one was textbook. Watch how it happens. Just enough of that wrestling with the rear tires coming into the corner to get Cameron cattywampus, and he will go to the back of the pack.
And we got one stopped here. Kyron Keith, your pole sitter, has come to a stop, and I believe the belts are coming off the 32S. Brian Ward, you're there.
Yeah, your pole sitter's going to go off on the hook. The left front, the radius rod's all bent. The torsion arm is off of the axle. So nothing to hold the front end of the car up.
Thank you, Brian. If the guys in the truck, if we can get one more look when we get back, because Chris Wilner has a K1 Race Gear interview at the top of the ramp.
I certainly do. Jake Nail has been getting hugs and high fives
That's
from
Nail?
everybody as he climbed out of the race car. It says 8-time shootout A main starter. It's going to say 9 after that 2-1 run. You came in 17th in passing points. Saw the emotions. What does it mean to get a qualifier win here?
You know, it's freaking awesome.
Oh,
seems
that's
like
him,
when it comes to
Ed.
qualifiers, I always mess it up. So to actually do it right and have everything right,
Yeah,
go
you beat
right,
the two
it just means a lot.
superstars.
Well, he started up in the front.
And then for that, 'cause,
So he didn't really beat
if
anybody.
he wasn't
No.
telling me to.
I'm just saying.
This bullet I saw was on rails, and couldn't ask for anything else.
All right, Jake Nail off to a good start. Going to punch a ticket to Saturday night, winning that first qualifier.